back with Annette. It's Annette and Annette show.
Talking about people in the medical profession and mental health workers, which we also have had involved in our book in the writing of Spiritual Secrets about Suicide. What we've been discussing with our friends who are also medical doctors, mental health workers, psychologists, school administrators even, is that suicide, when you have, there's all different reasons for suicidal thoughts, all different reasons for anxiety. It could be a chemical imbalance. You might go on medication, you'd be fine. But then sometimes nothing seems to work. And we talk in terms of spirits of suicide, spirits of depression, spirits of fear, spirits, understanding that you have a spirit and you have a soul. Spirits are real and they can't be medicated.
That's right.
So you can take as much medication, and thank God for pharmaceutical companies. I mean, we thank God for all these. You know, Annette, I think you're aware that Bridge for Peace also has medical surgical teams that travel the world and perform free surgeries for people who would die without the surgery. So we believe in the two streams of healing.
Yes.
We believe, you know, even our doctors will say they can stitch someone up, but they cannot make anyone heal. Healing comes from God. Healing is supernatural. We can't explain healing. We can't explain how it happens. So we thank God for all of the streams of healing, but when someone continually suffers, they can be harassed by a demonic spirit of fear, and there is a spirit of suicide. Jesus Christ himself met that spirit. We look in the Luke 4 where it says the devil took Jesus to the top of the temple and told him to jump.
Yeah.
That was the spirit. Now, no one knew what happened because Jesus was alone. It tells us clearly he was alone. That means to me that Jesus had to tell somebody what he encountered. He had to tell somebody that he was tempted by the devil to jump. In other words, Jesus faced suicide and he didn't keep it a secret. He wasn't ashamed. He loved people, and we have seen, Annette, so many people have come to me listening to my CD, Power for Living. They say, it saved my life. There's a DVD with Spiritual Secrets that we know is going to save many lives because people don't have the education to know that they need to be delivered and that there's power in the living God, Jesus Christ, for deliverance. It's a gift that Jesus gave to us through his cross, a gift of healing. We want people to understand what Jesus is offering. His hands are out and open to everyone, just saying, will you take it? Will you take it? So we're there just to love people, to inform you, to educate you, to bring the power of God to bear on your life. Maybe you've tried the power of psychotherapy. We thank God for that. Maybe you've tried the power of pills. We thank God for that. If that's worked for you, praise the Lord. Maybe there was some deficiency. But maybe it's a spirit of suicide and you can't get free. And I know about a spirit of suicide, and that's because I personally met it. It spoke to me. And I've been a Christian for all my life. And I've interviewed in this book over 40 Christian people who hear voices from spirits of fear and anxiety. Some don't have any psychiatric history whatsoever. Others have been in and out of psychiatric institutions. Some have had a rope around their neck. All came free by the same pattern. I found it when I interviewed people. I wasn't looking for a pattern, but a pattern quickly emerged, understanding the power of Jesus and that suicide is a spirit. And through Jesus Christ, they can be delivered. And these people now are walking in freedom. And that's what we want for everyone.
Yeah, and that has happened to my daughter. She had been attacked, by a spirit that tried to kill her in her bed. So yeah, so she's had that. But I think with people generally, and especially in the Western world, there's a spiritual blindness. And I think that the blindness to the spirit, it's a blindness to the spirit. So people just don't, pass it off. They don't understand the spirit. So there's a spiritual blindness, I think. over people that that they can't see, or that's why they don't come for that. They don't come for that healing that they need and that deliverance, because people don't believe in it.
Right. That's why we want to stop the lies.
Yeah.
And reveal the spiritual secrets to set people free to walk and be equipped in those things that God has called them to.